Hey you! Many parents ask me about practical everyday strategies to support children with ADHD. Parenting any child has its challenges, but when ADHD is part of the picture, everyday moments from homework time to bedtime routines can feel like navigating an obstacle course. If you've ever felt exhausted from constant negotiations, frustrated by transitions that seem to take forever, or just wondering if there's a better way to help your child succeed, then this video is for you. I'm here to share strategies that not only work, but can transform your relationship with your child, building their independence and their confidence. And the best part? These approaches don't require special training or expensive resources. It's just a shift in how we communicate and set expectations. However, before we dive into specific strategies, it's really helpful to understand a bit about how the ADHD brain works. Children with ADHD aren't lacking in intelligence or willpower. Their brains simply process information and regulate attention differently. Dr. Carolyn Buzanko, a leading expert in ADHD, explains that children with ADHD often have difficulty with executive functioning, planning and organising and completing tasks, challenges between transitions between activities, inconsistent ability to sustain attention, strong emotional responses, and a need for immediate feedback or consequences. When we understand these differences, we can stop seeing our children's behaviour as defiance or laziness and start recognising it as part of how their unique brains functions. This understanding is a foundation for the strategies I'm about to share. One of the most powerful skills you can develop as the parent of a child with ADHD is becoming an excellent negotiator. Now, I'm not talking about giving into every demand, in fact, quite the opposite. Effective negotiation with ADHD children means structuring choices in a way that gives them a sense of control and autonomy, results in the outcome you need, makes them feel like they've won. Here's how it works in practice. Instead of saying, clean your room, it needs to happen right now, try, would you like to clean your room now or after you've had a 10-minute break with your favourite toy / screen / game? You decide, but it needs to happen before dinner. The magic of this approach is that both options lead to the room getting cleaned, but your child feels empowered by making the choice themselves. They're not fighting against your authority, they're exercising their own. Dr. Buzanko calls this strategic choice making, and it's particularly effective for children with ADHD who often resist direct commands but thrive when they feel that they have agency. Building on our negotiation strategies, one of the most effective approaches I've seen with ADHD children is offering exactly 2 choices within a clear time frame. Why 2 choices? Because it provides enough autonomy to feel empowering. It's not so many options that it becomes overwhelming, and it keeps the situation moving forward. For example, you've got 2 minutes to decide. Would you like to do your math homework at the kitchen table or at your desk in your room? The key elements here are the clear time limit, which is your 2 minutes. Exactly 2 acceptable options. Both options accomplish what needs to happen. This approach works beautifully for transitions, which are often particularly challenging for children with ADHD. The time constraint helps create the sense of urgency that motivates action, while the limited choices prevent the paralysis that can come with too many options. This next strategy might be the hardest to implement, but it's absolutely essential. Once you've set your expectations or conditions, you must follow through consistently. Children with ADHD often test boundaries repeatedly, not out of defiance, but because their brains are wired to continually check to see if the rules have changed. When we give in after holding firm initially, we inadvertently teach them that persistence in pushing boundaries eventually pays off. For instance, if you've agreed that screen time happens only after homework is complete and your child tries to negotiate for just 5 minutes more of gaming before starting their work, standing firm isn't being mean. It's providing the consistent structure their brain needs to develop self-regulation. And you can always add that 5 minutes onto a reward at the end when it's done. Dr. Bazanko emphasises that consistently actually reduces anxiety for children with ADHD because it makes their world more predictable. When they know exactly what to expect, they can focus their energy on meeting expectations rather than testing boundaries. The language we use has remarkable power to shape behaviour, especially for children with ADHD who might be particularly sensitive to tone and framing. One technique that works well, or wonderfully well, is what I call positive priming. It sounds like this. I know you're really looking forward to playing that video game and you'll have plenty of time for that after you've finished your reading assignment and set the table for dinner. This approach, it acknowledges their desires, which is building connection. It clearly states expectations, which are setting your boundaries. It confirms the reward that awaits, providing the motivation. The structure of, I know you want X and you can have it after Y and Z, works because it starts with empathy, it clearly communicates expectations, and it ends with the positive outcome. It's not manipulative. It's simply effective communication that honours both your child's desires and your family's needs. For many children with ADHD, looking at a big task can feel completely overwhelming. Their brain might not automatically break it down into manageable steps the way neurotypical brains can often do. That's where you come in. Help your child to divide larger tasks into smaller, clearly defined steps that feel achievable. Example, instead of go clean your room, try breaking it into, first, let's pick up all the clothes and put them into the washing hamper. Great job. Now let's collect all the toys and put them in the toy box. Awesome work. Almost done now. Let's make your bed together. The final step is, oh, wouldn't it be nice if your desk was tidy? Let's get that done. Each completed step provides a little dopamine hit of accomplishment, which is particularly rewarding for the ADHD brain. Over time, you can help your children learn to break down tasks themselves, a skill that will serve them throughout their life. Visual timers are a fantastic tool for helping children with ADHD manage their time and stay focused. These timers provide a clear visual representation of time passing, which can be more effective than abstract concepts like 5 more minutes. For example, using a sand timer or a colourful countdown timer can make it easier for your child to understand how long they need to focus on a task. You can find affordable options of these through websites like Temu or Amazon. By incorporating visual timers into routines like homework sessions or getting ready in the morning, you can help your child develop a better sense of time management and reduce anxiety around transitions. Incorporating rewards can be a powerful motivator for children with ADHD. Setting up a reward system provides the immediate positive reinforcement which their brains often crave. One effective method is creating a reward jar. Fill a jar with a mix of post-it notes or tokens, each representing a different reward. Some can be really exciting, like choose a movie for family night, while others can be simple pleasures like an extra 10 minutes of playtime. After completing a task or demonstrating positive behaviour, your child can draw a reward from the jar. This element of surprise keeps them engaged and motivated, turning tasks into opportunities for positive outcomes. You can always just do it for no reason at all too. One of the families I worked with struggled enormously with homework time. Their 9-year-old son would argue, procrastinate, and often end up in tears before even starting his work. We implemented a new approach. We offered 2 choices for homework location: kitchen table, study nook. Set up a visual timer so he could see the time passing. Broke homework into 15-minute chunks with 5-minute breaks, or 5-minute movement breaks actually in between. We use positive priming language like, I know you're excited to build your new Lego set and you'll have plenty of time for that after you complete these 2 maths pages and your spelling practice. Remained consistent with the rule. No Lego until homework was complete. The transformation wasn't instant, but within 2 weeks the homework time had gone from a 2-hour battle to a 45 minutes of focused work with a minimal conflict. Supporting a child with ADHD isn't about forcing them into a neurotypical mold. It's about creating an environment where their unique brain can thrive while learning the skills they need to navigate our world. The strategies we discussed today: skilled negotiation, offering limited choices, maintaining consistency, using positive language, breaking down tasks, using visual timers, and incorporating rewards, they aren't just tricks to get through the day. They're tools that build executive function skills, emotional regulation, and self-confidence that will serve your child throughout their life. Remember, you're not just managing their behaviour, you're helping shape a brain that sees the world differently. And that different perspective, when supported properly, can become their greatest strength. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. That small action helps my work reach more families who might need this information. I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. What strategies have worked well for your family? What challenges are you still facing? Until next time, I'm Nikki from Dyslexia Unpuzzled, reminding you that different isn't broken, it's just different. And sometimes that difference is exactly what makes the magic happen. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.